Goddess Card 2 here on June 26, 2016 on episode 3 of Big Brother 18. Lots to do, lots to go on, so let's go to my notes. Got all these photos here to help me out as well. So here we go. And this one needs to be trashed. Okay, here's my notes that I do every Big Brother episode. And then I post it on the Surviving Big Brother website for you guys to see. So episode 3, week 1, Davon. I don't know why I want to call her Davon, but it's Davon. Acts like she is mad at... Now I'm going to call him Joe instead of Josiah, because I never can get his name right, so yeah, Joe is on the block. But really, she is happy. Nicole, laugh out loud, you got Joe acting downright, meaning she was pretending to be like him and going, yeah, I'm doing the nomination ceremony. He was all like this and this and this. And it was pretty hilarious. She's actually different than she used to be when she was first on the show. She's not that annoying. It's just her voice is annoying now. Nicole actually knows what she's doing this season, which I guess is a good thing. Nicole tells Polly that Cody is going to kill her for putting him up. Polly talks to Joe about being on the block and how he feels about Nicole. He is not happy. Bronte says she is a fan of Nicole and follows her on Twitter. Okay. Why did it matter that you need to tell Polly and Joe that? Because now they're going to think that you're working with her when you're not. But then again, you'll see later down the line that she's a dum-dum. Okay. A dumb blonde dum-dum. Polly said in DR that he is shocked that Joe is shocked that he's on the block when he has been going around this whole house telling people he wants Nicole out of the house and she is HRH. Not a good idea, he said. Davon tells Nicole everything Joe said to her about how upset he is that he is on the block and how he wants Davon to help get him off the block. Then Joe walks in and he talks to Nicole and HRH about it. Nicole doesn't want Joe mad at her and he lies he is not mad and says he is not mad, but he is not going to be the person. Basically, he's saying he doesn't want to be the person that goes up to the HRH room and goes, save me, save me, save me. Because he thinks that's pathetic. And that's not really playing the game. And Nicole basically tells him, you know, you didn't come up to me and make a deal with me so that I wouldn't put you on the block. And even if you're not the type of person to come up and say, save me, you still needed to. And I think that's hilarious. And Nicole said she will do whatever it takes to get Joe to go home. Another twist. Really, another twist. But then again, I like this twist. This twist is the best twist in the world. Basically, it's called the RV game. Well, they called it something, let me see. Is what they call it. They call it BB Roadkill. Basically, this happens each week where you get into this RV, do a challenge in this RV, and whoever gets the highest or the lowest time during this game, then you win the rights to go into the DR and put a third person on the block. You can put whoever you want on the block. It's up to you, and it's up to you on who you tell. You can tell whoever you want, whatever. But at the end, they have these tackle boxes. They open it, and the tackle box will say either winner or loser. And we'll talk about that later when that game comes up and who wins it and all that stuff. So, Joe is full of himself and thinks the house loves him and the house will help him get off the block. No. This twist can work with HOH because when someone puts a person on the block, she can work with them or try and win Veto to get them off the block, and then HOH can put who they want up. So basically, if, let's say a newbie wins, like, let's say, for instance, Tiffany wins, and she wants to put up, no, that's a bad example. Let's say Victor wins and wants to put up James. Well, then when Veto comes around, they could try to win Veto, the vets, and then Nicole can say, I want James off the block, and I want to put Paul on the block. Bada bing, bada boom. So it can work either way. Nicole sees that Joe is really happy about the new twist. Joe wants to put Frank up on the block as a third person because he has not talked to him and Victor. That's a bullshit lie. I don't know why you're saying that when you want the vets out point blank and period, as Devon said last season, because you all like, Nicole's gonna be first, then James, then Frank, and then all of a sudden you're changing it to Frank. What? Frank is scared of the twist and needs to win it. James said we have to win to Frank so that Paul can go up. Devon said she has to act like she loves everyone so she doesn't get put up. You can also put up people on your team. Davon loves Zakaya and wants to work with her. Zakaya wants to work with Davon because she feels the newbies don't know how to play the game right. Michelle wants to work with Davon and the other vets, and Davon is loving it. She also wants Tiffany and Zakaya with her too. Michelle said she would love to be final 7 or 8 with the vets to Devon. Frank said, how about we call our team the 8-pack because we are not the 6-pack, LOL. So 8-pack is Frank, Corey, Nicole, James, Michelle, Nicole, Devon, and Zakaya. Did I say her name right? I hope so. And they all in the HH room. Frank's in the shower of the HH room, and they're all talking about names. And that's how they came up with the 8-pack for all of them. Frank wins the RV game. Frank tells James he won the RV game, and James is so happy. Joe and Victor thinks Polly won the RV game, but he didn't. They're stupid. So Frank lies to Paul and Joe and says it's not him and letting him think it's Polly. James tells Davon that Frank won the RV game, and she is so happy. Davon thinks they're running things right now. I don't know if they are or if they're not, but both sides think they're running things. Natalie wants to work with Bridget and Bronte and do an all-girl team and show that they can do it. They want to be the spy girls, like what the fuck. So here's the names for them. Flirty spice means that you swoop in, you flirt your way into things, and then you swoop out. Wifey, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. And then spunky spice, I don't even know. I don't even know how they came up with this. Spice, spy girls, bullcrap, stupid, whatever. And Tiffany knows about it because she was in the hammock next to them and they were all talking about it. It's like, did you not see Tiffany there? She was not Like, no matter if she is sleeping or not, you just don't. Yeah. Jack is trying to think who they want on the block as the third one. They're thinking Paul or Bridget, but want Joe to go home for sure. Frank's team gets their nude. Okay, show you that. Boo. That's Bridget. Excuse me. I keep thinking Bridget and I keep getting Bridget and Michelle mixed up. That's Frank, Michelle. Bridget, Polly, and Bronte. And they all have to wear nudie outfits. Well, Big Brother After Dark. Big Brother After Dark called it nude outfits. But on the show, on CBS, they're calling it Pixel's outfit. Pixel outfit looks like this. So, they have to wear it for like a week. Natalie loves Polly's body, and so does Corey. What the fuck? Corey's like, I don't want people knowing I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay. And then everyone's like, every time Polly's in the DR, he's always like, yeah, he's got a great body, and blah, blah, blah. Bill hates it and said, it's too easy for the boys. Basically, she says she hates it because they're not used to it, but it's easier for the boys because they always go shirtless anyways. Polly says it will be easier to flirt with the girls. Now, Kill or V game winner picks, and so here we go. It's time for the roadkill, Big Brother roadkill on the nomination. Frank picks Polly or Paul. 3 people on the block. Paul, Polly, and Joe. And so then Veto comes after. So unhappy and said he'll fix everything. Yeah, okay, if you say so. You can't fix shit, so shut the fuck up. Frank wants to play in the veto so that he can make sure he wins and sends Joe home. Joe wants someone to win veto so that they can save him, because he thinks that people are going to save him when really nobody's going to save him. Spoilers after this clip, so if you don't want to hear them, go bye-bye. If you want to hear it, here's the spoilers now. Okay, Hamster Watch says, Paul warned Nicole that Joe might try to buddy up with her because he and Victor suggests he do so. Time for some Power of Veto spoilers. And the first, Paul. In the veto competition, apparently Paul and Joe have to wear dog suits, and Michelle has to wear a red suit, whatever the fuck that is. And Paul wins veto, and of course that means he takes himself off the block. But on episode 3 on CBS, they were suggesting either put Bridget up or Paul up. So that means the ceremony during the show so that we don't Twitter out and bitch and complain about hurry up with the fiends, hurry up with the fiends. So that way they didn't have to hear that, which was a good plan. They should do that all the time. But they're probably not going to. It's probably going to go back to Mondays. But Paul got veto and took himself off, so they had to put someone else up. So Nicole puts up Bridget. Still, Joe's up there. He's hoping Joe goes home, so it's all good. I'm going to get going. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to people later. Bye-bye. And I do have an After Dark coming up soon. To show Big Brother Addiction's artwork, and he said, or they say, beep beep, Frank does a hit and run on Paul. That's funny.